Welcome back to the Shit Show. This week we're in 1981 and we're reviewing this show called Aloha Paradise. But for all intents and purposes, this should be called the Aaron Spelling Shitty Show segment because this is an Aaron Spelling production. Apparently, this guy had nothing better to do than shotgun out crappy shows that no one liked. This one's only 8 episodes long, thank God. It's kind of a knockoff of The Love Boat and kind of has some of the same premise to it. This show stars Debbie Reynolds, Carrie Fisher's mom, and Bill Daly, who we know from I Dream of Jeannie, where he played a much better character than this. Debbie Reynolds plays a resort manager for Paradise Village, which is in Kona, Hawaii. I have no idea if this was actually filmed in Hawaii, but if it did, they exceeded their budget by a ton. Bill Daly plays the assistant manager, and this is kind of a compilation show. They kind of focus on the lives of the staff and the guests and the uh, visitors to this resort, and it's kind of broke down into little mini segments or whatever, and it's just not good. It's I don't know what the idea behind this was supposed to be, but it was put up against shows that were actually good, um, like the Facts of Life in Different Strokes, for example. Those were the shows on the other networks. This was an ABC production because they just have a good track record right now. But they were up against Different Strokes and the Facts of Life and did poorly. Imagine that. But people also didn't like the fact that it ran for 48 minutes. This is 48 minutes of this stuff. So if you can imagine, nails on a chalkboard for 48 minutes, that's probably an upgrade over this. But anyway, that's all there was. Debbie Reynolds did say in a quote that this show had the worst scripts ever, which says a lot. She said that's why it failed. They didn't even advertise that Debbie Reynolds was in the show. She totally disliked every script and didn't like her to interfere with the production or have any kind of say in how the show was produced. So if it's not good enough for Debbie Reynolds, it's not good enough for you. There is a couple episodes on YouTube if you dare to go watch it. I do not recommend. 0 out of 10. We'll see you next week.